play in spring 2023 here at the LCS. CLG tasked with taking out a Cloud9 that is 5-0 in their last 5 games. Pathing up through the river, potentially looking towards the enemy jungle. M&S gonna walk over, not see him as he does. Throws down a ward.
I think Contracts has a clear route here up to the double meatball lane. The tanks, the top laners, so used to being left alone.
And Contracts showing up. They're not expecting this. Fudge flashes away from the second part of the W, but I don't think it's gonna matter. They thought they were safe. M&S's ward looked like it should have been able to see it, but the timing was perfect for CLG, and they get first blood.
From killing them, from getting those passives, heals as well as mana back, and that's why the Cho'Gath buffs to mana cost were so big, and everyone, that was such a big deal because it did give him such an easier lane phase. Blabber coming in.
Palafox flashing out of the way. He was predicting the body slam flash from Blabber, wanted to dodge it, but now Contracts is here. M&S is taken down, and Contracts is the better jungler again.
Team in the league.
And that feels really good when you're the ones with the Scion, you're the ones with the Zeri Lulu. As long as Cloud9 is not crushing the early game like they tend to do versus a lot of teams, you've got a good shot as the game moves forward. Blabber, however, starting up the first Drake here nice and early. Chemtech Drake at the beginning. It's not as useful as something like an Ocean, but it could get Cloud9 stacking towards a Soul as a win condition.
Going in for the steal!
Scaling of CLG. Oh my god, he got it! Contracts is just built different this game.
And they're not done yet!
M&S, seismic shove finds him, throws him right back into the rocks that were waiting, and Dokla's ready to help it out. One more wallop upside the head. It is CLG's early game.
Yo, what the hell are they feeding CLG this weekend, Flowers?
Advantage here in the bottom lane. This is to be expected considering these lanes have not been the focus.
Whoa, boom.
Just boom. What are we doing, bud?
He's got
what are we doing here? He had to flash, and he still gets taken down. Boom, trying to interrupt some backs, just ends up going way too ham as Contracts. Speaking of ham, the Piggy Rider has emerged yet again. They want to look for Berserker here. He has no flash. If they can go after the Varus, it's a sure kill, and CLG make it a 1-for-1.
So they make the call. Boom's trying to stop the backs, and they're calling Contracts over from the very beginning. If you look at that mini-map, but he does get chased down with that ghost from Sven and the flash from Berserker with the arrow to finish him off, costing him a death. In the end, it's still worth as they chase down Berserker. Opposite side of the map, though, since your jungler is showing for CLG and they know where the Piggy is, it's an easy pickup there for Cloud9 down here as he comes to shadow M&S.
M&S going to rotate down into that bot side river where Blabber is waiting. So if CLG tries to make a move on the Jace, Blabber's ready to follow. Blabber goes in, and now CLG wants to turn it around to the big man. However, Blabber's got plans of his own. He tries to fire Palafox right back into the waiting arms of his team. It'll be a 1-for-0 so far, but M&S makes it even. They lose Palafox, traded for Blabber.
Jace, this Jace nowadays scales actually really well.
Oh wow, here comes the Scion train, and Berserker's got no way home. Luger gets the money, and M&S now having to deal with Contracts again in the mid lane.
This one, so I think Cloud9 should be able to secure this one unless some truly crazy stuff happens.
Well, Cloud9 has had most neutral objective control so far in this game.
Out of it, Fudge chasing down Dokla here for a little bit of an extra trade, and there it is again!
They're going after Berserker! CLG does not stop with these early game gank spams. Contract is finding value time and again.
Guaranteed to get your money off before it expires. Those turret plates will come through. M&S gets really greedy, though, trying to share.
M&S, oh, the seismic shove hit him! Palafox just slams him.
Flowers, I know you've experienced this too. Those greedy laners trying to share your turret plate money when you activate your Rift Herald for them.
Go away.
Into the minefield here from Palafox and gets punished by Contracts.
Oh, Fudge now being jumped on by Dokla, who flashes to the other side to stop Fudge's retreat, but Fudge just continues walking forward. Now he's going to TP to safety, or is he? Decimating smash stops it. There is no flash, there is no TP, there is no escape. And bottom side, it's a 3v3 that immediately becomes a 3v2. Blabber is dead. and Contracts is hungry for more.
But currently, they're investing a lot clearing out and making top dangerous.
Oh, Boom just gets one shot before the rest of CLG can do anything about it. Blabber gets out of the way of the seismic shove, but now he can't escape, and Luger guns him down. TP to reinforce CLG, make sure Cloud9 can't get a punish back. It ends up being a 1-for-1. They get Blabber's flash.
Have double summoner spells as well, but Fudge, with the Cho'Gath ultimate, is going to be better than a jungler right now anyway.
Right.
As I say that,
Well, actually, no,
Contracts
they do have it
has been
evolved.
able to steal.
Yeah, they do have it. The smites evolved all the way up to 1200 too. So it's going to be a pretty close contest after all. There it is, feasted down by Fudge. Contracts not successful at stealing that one away. Thing I was going to mention before we got into the fight, Warmogs on Contracts, very common first item purchase on Sejuani, but I really like it this game because there's so much poke between AP Gragas barrels, shock blasts, all these things. Palafox trying to kite out M&S. Remember, neither one of the mid laners has their flash anymore. It was spent before. Contracts ends up blocking the arrow, and Palafox gets a killing spree. M&S, another death as Luger jumps over the wall, finds one bullet on Sven. Contracts is ready to keep on chasing, but Blabber wants to protect that support. Now Contracts will take a little bit more damage on the exit, but he's in no real danger.
To hit those when you're playing against a Jace that does have Eclipse because he gets the extra move speed bonus.
Right.
Nicely done there for evasive maneuvers, and Contracts was able to protect him. He finds another kill on his Sven.
Ooh, and they give it to Luger too. Absolutely perfect there for CLG.
They for sure should have this. Unless the Varus ult or Varus Q comes through from Berserker. It looks like he's still in mid lane, so he's not going to get in any sort of range here. Contract should be able to secure it no problem. And CLG Flowers. It is actually hilarious how often this team plays into the counter logic meme. You know, last weekend, with the games that people are expecting them to win, they drop, and then super weak with one of the toughest schedules. Never mind here, though. Palafox gonna have to get out of there, buy some time for the rest of CLG to get there. Poom comes in, he flash ults!
Poom ready to engage onto Blabber as Blabber walks back into Luger. Now M&S looks for Palafox, but all he's gonna find is another gray screen. Luger ain't afraid of Blabber. He goes unstoppable. C9 tried to make a move, and CLG hit him right in the mouth. Not just strong-arm this turret away. Palafox again with a seismic shove, and M&S with his 6th death of the game.
Fight at the tower. Dokla was not there on the Scion. It is these seismic shoves from Palafox, constant picks from the CLG mid laner. They are on fire. Honestly, they're gonna try and start it up again. Fudge still has flash on the Cho'Gath. He's not level 16 yet.
Dokla's going to try to provide a wall here for the rest of everybody. Fudge is a valuable target, as is Blabber. They can both potentially steal the objective away, and Contracts doesn't want to let him. Blabber's going to get locked down. Wild Growth coming out of Boom to make sure they don't lose their own jungler. Fudge, he's thrown back into the team. He tries to eat Luger, but he's on a diet, and Contracts goes unstoppable. This is Sejuani Gaming, and this is CLG. M&S comes back into the fight with a TP, but he's not going to get a whole lot of anything. Dokla's big old Scion stands in the way, and it makes it hard to hit those shock blasts.
Comes back out and hits a little bit of poke onto Palafox, but that's just a scratch compared to what Palafox has done to them. He's over a ward, though. Palafox on vision. He can get bursted.
Palafox in some potential danger here, but Sven, what are you doing, man? He's already gone. Palafox finally picked off by M&S. He gets his man, but can he get away? Boom, Dokla, Luger, everybody else from CLG chasing after this Jace. It's not even a bad chase because they're going to be right by the objective they want afterwards. Next teleport there, this time from Fudge to get down and make sure he's all right. But it's CLG onto the Drake. It's CLG who want to secure Soul Point here.
Yep, and they're going to do it. My goodness. You're right, Contracts is everywhere.
Dead if he did not.
Yeah, definitely a good summoner spell to burn here for Cloud9. Again, big difficulties in dealing with this Zeri in the team fight with 2 frontliners, and so...
But the big thing is, there's also Mikhail's on Poom's Lulu, so even if the cleanse is gone, they still have another get out of jail free card, and M&S goes right back into black and white screen jail himself.
Palafaker with the flash over the wall to be able to follow up on Contracts with the seismic shove, finds the kill on M&S again, and now they're actually going to start the Baron. Are they going to look for another turn here? Fudge is in the area.
They also have Palafox ready to ride the Weaver's wall in and try to catch these guys out. There it goes. Palafox throws out the wall, and Blabber's already killed. Fudge is going to go down next. 2 smites don't matter. They'll kill them both. And CLG makes their move. They're going right back into the bear, and this time, they won't be denied.
This is beautiful gameplay from CLG. Snowballing so smoothly from the early game. Massive jungle difference from Contracts. They never let a Baron flip go through. They do not chance it with a Cho'Gath, with a Gragas.
G making a 4-man play here in mid. Blabber just blink and you miss it. He's gone. And CLG now looking for their first Tier 3 tournament of the game. C9 nowhere in position to defend. CLG should just be able to force this one down. There it goes. Turret destroyed by Luger. Inhibitor's your next target. Contracts already used the ulti for the pick onto Blabber, so they don't have that C9 has to worry about. But now they've got another minion wave ready to go. They're layering these beautifully. M&S going to be caught out by the Weaver's wall. He wants to go in and get Palafox. M&S turns it around beautifully, but can CLG do anything back? Boom has to flash away from the rupture as Luger retreats as well. M&S did a real good job right there, but a teleport's coming in, and C9 aren't done. This is what you were talking about, Kobe. This is the worry. If they end up having to throw in the enemy base, now there might be a problem with the soul. Luger's gonna find him in that. Contract Arctic Assault Flash. Enemy Jace is down. Huge for CLG. Fudge in the front line. Contract's doing the same. AD carries ready to battle, but his Contract's eating a whole lot of damage way too fast. Oh, the Luger flashes, and he gets the kill. It's C9 stopping the soul and holding the line.
And they're gonna get an objective bounty shutdown on top of the kill bounty shutdowns they just got on all these members of CLG. There's a little bit of a ways to go to catch up to this monster that is Contract.
Oh, they find him in S this time. Contract's ulti hits, and the enemy Jace is down. CLG seeing if they can keep on chasing, and Dokla says, no problem, boys, let's go in. Seismic Shove throws the frontliners into the waiting arms of CLG, but it's still Berserker they gotta keep their eyes on. Luger jumps over the wall, pops the cleanse, and keeps the chase going. Sven, Berserker, Fudge, and Blabber all still trying to get away, but another Seismic Shove from Palafox takes down the frontliner in Fudge. CLG 4v3, looking to end the game and upset C9 right now. They push the minion wave up. Remember, they do not have Baron, so these minions can be cleared out pretty effectively. Contracts goes in, Berserker cutting off to the side. Palafox and Luger are the damage. First Nexus turret already gone. Blabber has to retreat, flash used for it. Berserker's now the target. Kill the Varus, win the game. CLG just did what nobody thought they'd do. They end the win streak, they take down the #1 team, and they send the rest of the day into total chaos. Blabber dies again just to pad the stats, and M&S dies for the 10th time. CLG take down C9.
3-0 super weak for counter logic. Well, fair enough. How many secret accounts you got?
I got 2.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
The man of mystery. Well, the mystery remains, can FlyQuest stop their slide and secure themselves that tiebreaker against C9, or will TSM have what it takes to hand them another loss?
That was not at all.
We round up. We round up. It's fine.
Right where he said he would be.
Right where he said he would be.
It actually looks like TSM's getting first dragon. This is actually huge.
Yeah. 5 minutes in, they're already starting this up. Not taking it super fast because, of course, you know, very early take means it's going to take slightly longer. Vikla and Ayla thinking about going down, but TSM find Vikla. They force the flash as he has to retreat. The Annie taking some damage there, but now Spica and Prince are ready to reinforce. FlyQuest forced them off of the objective. TY for leash. It's a FlyQuest Drake 5 minutes and 45 seconds in.
Yeah, that's really huge for them as well, because it's just like Lisa. Nah, he is very, very good at playing for his team.
Oh.
So Lisa.
Spica's just waiting on Boogie. Oh, Vault Breaker charged up, gets a huge chunk of damage. Boogie flashes just to guarantee that Spica's not able to chase him. If he doesn't flash there and Spica has a ward to place over the wall, he can follow him with the ulti. So Boogie just guaranteeing he doesn't end up in any more trouble, but Spica's not done yet. He wants Boogie. Flash to hollow, jumps him into the ground. Solo kill for first blood in the jungle for Spica.
Oh my.
But he's definitely going to be able to fight him here on this wave.
TSM
Maybe Ayla should defend.
Yeah, TSM also know that Ayla is up here still, from clearing the ward and hasn't showed back bottom, so it looks like they are going to sacrifice.
There you go. 2 out of 2 neutral objectives secured for FlyQuest. The first one was a steal. The second one, they just took all on their own. Well, let's see if TSM wants to contest this or if FlyQuest can just take it for free. Spica still much stronger. Black Cleaver versus Caulfield's Warhammer in jungler inventory.
Yeah, I think it's semi-suicidal if TSM actually contested, because FlyQuest had mid push and bottom push off the Heimerdinger, and Vi is massively ahead. So it would be it would take some big outplays, let's say, to be able to win that dragon fight. Impact on the top side, though.
Ooh. Oh, Chime goes in. He hooks the turret, plays the players right back in. Turtle's taking some damage. Boogie wants to go in after Ayla, finds the Cyclone and the Super Mega Death Rocket from Turtle, puts the money on the right man. TSM bring their jungler down and find their first kill of the game. HP. The lowest he got was 5 HP from the minion autos. Spica makes the dive. Turtle was the guy on TSM that actually had a little bit of money, but Spica just beats him up and takes it. That's a 4,000 gold lead for FlyQuest with Maple's death.
And Spica's flashing his own old TSM icon at them as he takes down.
Impact is going to solo Herald. It's pretty good for Jax to have side lane, a lot of side lane pressure now with him taking the Herald. If they ever decide to like move with Cassante to a different lane, he just heralds the tier 2, gets free 600 gold. Very good by him.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a big ego Impact game because he's already willingly taking 1v3s and then being able to shut down.
They got forced off. Drake number 2, their opponents were just taking. If FlyQuest gets this one, they're on sole point before 17 minutes. That is a nightmare, and TSM will stop that nightmare here. Ayla gets picked, but now Boogie's in danger. He gets back over the wall with the clone. Objective bounty plus a kill for TSM, really big.
And
it looks like top tier 2 will probably go down here.
Got like 30 seconds left to use this stupid thing.
Going.
Ayla.
They don't kill him here. I mean, he can flash and get the kill. I'm not sure if it's... Actually, he might just...
Oh, yeah, he wants it. They're saying anything is everything in this game because they do not have a lot to work with. Down quickly, and it means that there's really no chance for them to try to punish this Drake take. Sole point, 22 minutes in for FlyQuest.
Okay, so that is a really...
Whoa. Maple face checks the Annie, and the follow-up from Spica's Vi takes him low. The Seraph's Embrace shield keeps him alive for an extra second, but Maple will fall. FlyQuest now looking to go even further in. Haunter ults Impact over the wall into the Baron pit and is pulled to safety by Chime.
Maple, I was gonna... Ooh,
Ooh.
Boogie does have ult.
They don't have Jax TP here, so I think he's actually just dead here. I mean, he might try to flash. Oh, cute minion.
Cued the minion, a little unlucky. Chime showing up to guarantee that Vikla doesn't have any outplay potential here, and Boogie picks up his second kill of the game.
They can't really do anything with it though, just because Syndra has no TP. Maybe if Syndra has TP, they just start the Baron for Impact.
Yeah, maybe TSM calls right there where, hey, we are picked. Vi punch me, help!
Oh.
Nice, Vikla going for the big engage on Maple. Spica with the follow-up from downtown, and Maple's out of there. Bottom lane, Impact continuing to terrorize Haunter as he's taken the tier 2. He's pushed up to the tier 3, and the rest of his team now sees the green light to start up the Baron. Spica and Prince are going to duo it, while Ayla and Vikla keep TSM away.
They killed Tibbers. Nice. Well, Vikla's movement goes crazy, bro.
Vikla's looking pretty good here. Has to fall back a little.
Nice
Doesn't want to be tagged for more damage. Vikla gets exploded. Prince jumps over the wall, seeing if he can get anything back. Wild Turtle's at half HP. And TSM might have just found their angle. Shut down over to Haunter on Cassante. He goes in for the engage on Prince, who hops over the wall back to safety. But he's still on the wrong side of the rift. He falls back to Ayla and to Impact.
Gosh, this is a very good position for Impact.
He showed on the minions. They know he's here.
FlyQuest slowly whittling away at the Drake.
Well, Jax actually gave position because he went back around, so maybe they can walk in now on the carries. Not really sure why, but...
Boogie's coming. He wants to W in.
Yep.
Yeah, FlyQuest is taking their time with this. They don't want to flip it. They just want to go for the fight instead. Boogie's in the back line, finding Cyclone on multiple targets, but is it enough? He's not doing any real damage. Boogie gets back away, but now they got to be concerned about Haunter. He's very low. Turtle's very low. Prince goes over the wall. Prince goes in, and Turtle goes down. Prince is ready. He's got a double kill in the series. Make it a triple. Make it a quadra. It's a pentakill. Prince, he does it again, and that is all she wrote.
I think we might be banning Zeri, guys.
Solo killed Boogie level 5 to 6 on his red. Remember that?
That is true.
All right,
He
all
broke
right.
open the game.
To me, honestly, that's more impressive than a Zeri Penta. Zeri Pentas are
He was set up. He played well, but like, come on. Speaker carried this game.
This is some incredible code. But we do have a pretty incredible team fight coming out from...
Even if he auto attacks twice, he does 300 damage. Nothing changes in the fight. So.
Well, now TSM is faced with a nearly impossible situation. Vikla's taken down to nearly nothing, but he has the stasis to just bait him into a bad fight. Spica goes after Maple. Impact is soloing out Haunter. The Syndra tries to get away, but it won't happen. A double kill back over to Prince. They won't be able to secure another Penta this time, but they don't need it. It's a 5v3. They've got more health. They've got more gold. They've got more minions. They've got everything they need. And FlyQuest will absolutely crush TSM and secure themselves a tiebreaker for first place.
All right, Butch, there's your bonus. So, step number 1, what we learned, we're banning Zeri. Don't let Prince have that.
We might be banning Zeri.
Pulls onto the Soraka, that ignite for the healing cut, so they can actually really embrace that style.
I like that a lot versus a Soraka lane. Bringing the Grievous Wounds in your Summoner spell, making it so you don't have to change your build to pick up early heal cut and guarantee that the all-ins can still remain effective. The pause is very short. We are getting back into the game right now. Not even sure what it was about, but it doesn't matter because it's in the rearview mirror. Let's see how it goes. EG fighting for an uncontested third place spot. Team Liquid fighting to spoil that and throw the remainder of the day into some potential calamity on the Jace. This is something that I think EG just has to be so careful with because it is JoJo who's been struggling a lot recently. Now he's going to take more damage from the Vitals. JoJo had to flash already. He's dead. Minions collide and he's dead. JoJo not the start he wanted. It's still not quite back up. That's the timing Team Liquid was looking for. Someday, knocks Summit under the turret. Solo kill in the top lane.
Oh, no. I'm going to lose my head about it. And bottom side EG off of their bottom push. Good job here. They get the wave in. They rotate over to Dragon. Mid lane pushed out. Bottom lane pushed out. Objective secured. That's by the book for Evil Geniuses. This is what they want. Try and start stacking these dragons. Try and get another turret late.
Yeah, that's the goal there for Inspired. He walks up. He couldn't get the gank because of the ward. Now FBI versus Core. Core is incredibly low here. Pops the thick skin before spitting him out. Core does not want to trade 1-for-1, and Harry guarantees he won't.
That's that Core JJ Tom Kench Flowers sets it up himself. He's just stacking up his acquired taste as Harry comes down for the ulti.
Ooh, nice riposte on the ulti from Summit, but it's not enough. He started off too low on health, and it meant that Someday and Inspired could burst him down and take another place. And stop on the riposte. Pioshik escapes with his life. Team Liquid maintains their 3,000 gold lead, and now EG, with the enemy jungler forced all the way back into the base, see their opportunity to jump on the Herald.
Just like every time we pan the camera over Pioshik, he's getting away from a 2v1 or a very low health scenario that he got himself into to begin with.
Slippery boy.
He's happy to be 0-0-0 right now with the scenarios that he's gotten himself into. Bottom side though, Dragon.
They don't have their jungler, so they don't want to just continue here on the Drake. Someday's down there. He's going to be the one leading the charge for the side of Evil Geniuses. They already got the first Drake. Oh, but a nice shot from Yawn guarantees Team Liquid won't give him the second.
And nice dodge here on the skill shots. Escaping as well, doesn't take any extra damage from FBI. It's going to be Evil Geniuses rotating towards mid though with the Rift Herald drop and possibly another attempt on Pioshik's life. They take him away again, but he gets away again.
This is honestly looking really good for the side of EG. Harry sticks around. I don't really know why. Anyway, they get a kill. They get the first turret. They're going to get the crash into the second turret. Only Yawn is here.
So if they can get him some more solo lane experience, he's pushing out on top side. Summit is getting shadowed by Pioshik. So this is actually going to be a 2v3 with Aphelios coming from base.
That's the big thing. The Aphelios coming down skews the numbers. Vulcan's your first target here. They want to go after the Soraka. Pioshik waits and jumps in. Over the wall, they go. They want to chase him down and they get him. But now Pioshik might finally die for it. Inspired is down to 300 HP, but he survives. Super Mega Death Rocket takes him out. And Team Liquid get a 2-for-1.
That's a very beneficial scramble for Team Liquid. Nice little move here. I don't know, Vulcan's so far into the rest of them.
Oh! Jojo gets munched, spit back out onto the Flame Chompers. I said he had to stop getting caught, but he can't do it. However, Summit may just die to Sumday's entrance into the fight, but he gets the heal. The Vital was vital to his survival, and it's a double kill back over to TL.
TL gonna stand strong, and they're gonna finish off this turret too. Just melt it down. Yawn Jinx is getting quite fed as well, Flowers.
Jojo walks up going after Harry. He knows he has backup coming in terms of Inspired Gragas. Harry with a flash out, but it's a little bit late. Jojo's still trying to take him down. Harry can't make it a 1-for-1. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Summit has broken into the base of EG. Tier 3 turret gone before they even need Baron to do it is a really good sign here for Team Liquid. And with the pressure in the enemy base, the 2 men required for the kill on the rise, now Pyosik and Yawn can be left to take the Drake.
This is why I love split push, Flowers. We don't see it as often anymore with so much emphasis on these objectives that have been added to the map and the frequency with which objectives come up.
Yeah, buddy, 6-6 in kills, but a 6,000 gold lead for TL. Someday running up to Summit there, but Summit's pretty much unconcerned, man. He's got Sunderer, he's got Ravenous Hydra. He's doing pretty good, but he is in a 1v2 now, trying to get those vitals, trying to get the fight that he needs. Someday goes all out, Summit goes back in, wants to kill on Jojo, but he's not gonna get it. Summit taken down, Super Mega Death Rocket flies in, but it will not find the kill this time.
And Pyosik is still sneaking his way around.
Man, CoreJJ is just fearless.
Oh, big. Where is he?
Let's see it.
Where's it gone?
He's right there.
He's a wolf.
Oh, but Inspired found him over the wall. They silenced him up. Pyosik is dead. It's the Soraka silence that prevents him from doing anything there.
Oh, man. That was a fun little game of hide and seek.
Oh, CoreJJ with a clutch save on Yawn as he flies through the air.
So, Pyosik even closer to Baron much more quickly. Pyosik looking once again.
Wants to see if he can find FBI. Flash into the kick as FBI's in trouble. CoreJJ goes for the Abyssal Voyage, but he gets silenced before he can find it. FBI's still low. Pyosik chases Vulcan out. FBI barely kept alive. Top laner's ready to join in now as CoreJJ's going to be focused and killed down first with Harry going next. Team Liquid tried, but then they died. It's Evil Geniuses 5v3.
Oh, Flowers, they wanted it so bad. Yawn is just...
Inspired does not have a cast, but he has his flash. He wants to go on Yawn, but the body slam doesn't get far enough. Jojo's looking for the Jinx now, wants the AD carry. Sumday's right behind him, and they're gonna find it, as Pyosik won't be able to pick Vulcan off either. Summit still looking for maybe something, but there's not a lot to get. They're gonna trade Yawn for stopping the EG Baron. Team Liquid's 6,000 gold lead has melted.
Yeah, a couple of big fumbles here for Team Liquid, chunking down this gold lead, and he gets ulted in.
Pyosik, what in the hell was that?
This man, he has had some crazy stuff going on in the last 5-10 minutes here. Pyosik, my wayward son, he is lost.
Do not carry on. Whatever you're doing right now, stop carrying on with that. Do what you were doing earlier.
All right, well, they still got the dragon out of it, but it might cost them the Baron with no smite available. Ooh, look at this, teleport to try and answer the split push too. Are they gonna go cut him off? They pick up Baron.
Death Rocket attempted steal. EG's gonna get Baron here. Down to a 1,000 gold lead for Team Liquid. The game has officially been thrown. Team Liquid struggling here for the last 5 minutes.
They're trying to salvage a mid push out of it and get a tower. They do get the tower, which excites Yawn, but that's just gonna be a little bit of gold in exchange, and Team Liquid.
Thanks to the power of Infernum's AoE. 30 seconds. Oh, they interrupt CoreJJ's back. That could be absolutely monstrous. He's dead for 12 seconds past the dragon spawn point. It's built. Summit can just walk away from this one. Someday went all out. But now, what's this Drake situation gonna look like? Pyosik nearly killed. 400 HP left in the Lee Sin. Oh, nice shot from FBI. And Pyosik's unfortunate decisions continue to hamstring Team Liquid.
Australian sniper FBI takes him down. They get the dragon, but look at the mini-map, Flowers. Split push still getting paid here. Mid inhibitor exposed, mid inhibitor down. CoreJJ might be down again too.
Vulcan is getting jumped on by Yawn, but Yawn, you just can't target the support with FBI in your face like that. Summit's back in the base. Harry's doing the same thing, trying to help him. Team Liquid is scattered all over the place. Summit's still looking to take down the enemy Cassante. Someday gets out. Now Jojo's having to use stasis. Here comes a redemption. Jojo right back into it. Summit on the chase, but he won't be able to find the kill just yet. Harry goes for it and he finds the kill. Holy Harry! Team Liquid another hit, but he can't quite get that either. FBI putting him off the map. Summit's on the run.
Oh, Team Liquid demolished the base with their split push, but Evil Geniuses will collect their heads for it. Inhibitors down for Evil Geniuses. You have to defend.
Bruh, what just happened in the last 2 minutes?
This is why I love split push gaming, Flowers, and it has been taken from us in so many games with all the focus on team fighting, but they're actually coming for a little bit of a contest from Evil Geniuses' side. Outnumbered and outgunned, Evil Geniuses are still here, Inspired going for the miracle.
Not gonna happen today. No water into wine, as Jan and Team Liquid can secure themselves the Baron. Flash on Inspired's Gragas. That's the big engage mechanism, really the only engage mechanism for the side of EG. Jojo nearly killed off by Harry's Rise. There's your Moonlight Vigil. Jan eats the auto attack, enchanted there by FBI, but nothing more. FBI and Vulcan doing whatever they can to try to defend this. Jan's the one who wants to get firing time on the inhib, but he's got to be careful. You got to respect the Gragas. Up in the top side, Harry and Summit also trying to do what they can. There, they finally get the Nexus turret. Harry's getting focused down. They'll kill him before he can get anybody back. And now Team Liquid. Oh, God! That is huge! Team Liquid's gonna get the hell out of town. They do not want to get aced here, as Evil Geniuses will still continue to hold on.
Those things push so quickly, and guess what? You only have one Nexus turret left.
It looks like it's a no contest from EG on this Drake. They finally have to give it up. The Hex Soul goes over to Team Liquid.
And the Hex Soul. Every time they can get some poke. Ooh.
Oh, they want Jojo, the Realm Lord, the Rune Prison, the first! They get his Guardian Angel. They need to make sure they finish the kill on him. They mistimed the zap. Jojo's low, gonna be knocked back into the team, probably traded for Pioshik. A Guardian Angel on him now as well. Jan wants to kite back. God, he's about to die. Inspired nearly gets him. The shutdown. Jan keeps kiting. Summit keeps chasing. He finally gets him. Team Liquid is running. But remember that Summit is back in the base. Someday wants to go stop him, as Harry's the last remaining man here in the top side. Summit still looking to tear these inhibitors apart. He got the top one, he got the middle one, and we're right back to where we damn started.
Can they trap him? He has.
That means Team Liquid has to make use of the pressure that he's drawing down there, and that's exactly what they'll do. It's a free Baron for TL.
Baroned up split push, Flowers. You thought those minions were strong before with all the supers?
Boy.
Now, war of attrition here. Work it in. Get the next inhibitor kill. Harry gets the minions up. Pioshik is with him. EG rotate to try and defend. Slowly but surely.
From Jan's rockets, the range of the Jinx is going to come into play here. FBI with purple and blue. Core JJ keeping Jan safe. Bottom lane inhibitor cracked again. Nexus turret. Oh my God, Vulcan nearly died. They get the ulti out of the Soraka. That's a pretty big resource. Redemption going to be called down next. Rocket Poke continues coming out. Let's see if they can find the engage they're looking for. EG huddling up together. The Nexus turret nearly dead. Jan the same. One more hit on that Nexus turret is going to take it out, but they can't quite find it. Inspired's here in the stasis. The choppers are on. The Gragas is down. EG 4v5 as TL continues pushing. Pioshik still looking for the chance. He already used his ulti, so he's got to be careful. Now here on the front, Sumday's in trouble. Jojo goes after Harry, but Team Liquid goes in. Jan's ready to fight. Someday wants to chase him, but he can't quite do it. Summit gets the kill. It's over. It's done. Team Liquid take the game.
TL, after getting eliminated from playoffs, they deliver us one of the most exciting games we have had in quite a while. Flowers, split push, ring around the rosy.
Swap with their academy roster at the time, and they did surprisingly well, but I know Tomo felt really regretful afterwards, like, man, I didn't play as confidently as I should. And as soon as he stepped on stage for Dignitas LCS this year, he said, I want to look back at this season, no matter what the results are, I personally want to have no regrets. And there's been some games where his clutch late game positioning has been absolutely crucial.
Your red side of the jungle, go through mid, see if there's anything there, go back into your own side. But even with this, I mean, this is a large wave that Gory has built up. Jensen will recover some of it, but he's already low enough that he needs to start thinking about whether or not he can stand.
Is he going to solo kill him? Oh, that was close. He's going to go for a one flash auto attack, baby. That's all it takes. Gory picks up first blood, and unfortunately, he is now between two towers, and Santorin's going to punish that one.
Forces the flash out of Santorin at the very least, almost gets the execute, but Gory denying a big wave coming out from Jensen. Yeah, but the new players are coming around, and River Looking like a 2v2.
Yeah, he knows Jensen doesn't have flash, so he wants to play off of this. But Santorin also knows that as well and needs to protect Jensen as he is stacking up this wave, looking for the cage. River now feels beckoned to come over and save Gory because Gory doesn't have a flash of his own after he went for the dive under the tower. Santorin doesn't have flash to follow, but Jensen with the baleful strike slicks it through and cleans up the kill. River, sir.
Hit the button, come gank me, please.
Oh, River says, hey, there's no...
dragon.
Yeah, we can take a dragon. I guess that's fine. We don't get to kill the AD carry, but that does get the dragon stacking up. And Golden Guardians have been one of our better teams when it comes to getting those dragons accelerated as early as possible in the game. First dragon coming online at 547, 548-ish. And that means we're looking at a quick maths, 2050. Just going to take the recalls for now. Mid lane is really the hot commodity for both of these teams to play around.
Look at how strong Gory is as Ignar potentially getting caught out.
Stun doesn't land, but Huhi lands the Abyssal Dive. Santorin blocks it off with a nice Vault Breaker. The cage comes down, huge damage from the W, throws out the Primordial Burst, but River's still not going down, but Tomo has come to claim his prize. And that's a jungler gone from side of Golden Guard. Taking every single game as seriously as possible, even if playoffs is no longer on the line, because they're preparing for
gank.
Now, bot lane, Santorin looking for the Vault Breaker, knows that Huhi doesn't have flash. That's an easy pickup. Hit 6, cease and desist online as well. Flashing after Stixxay. One more auto attack. Not enough damage, but he's got the second Vault Breaker, and it's a double for Santorin.
Let's go. We love that target selection coming through from Santorin. Going for the flash this one before instantly pivoting over to Stixxay. Gets all the money that they need. 100% kill participation already coming out for this jungler.
This very reliably if you are Golden Guardians. And the question is, I don't think they're going to even try to. They're giving control of the dragon over to Dignitas, but the question is, what can Golden Guardians do with this pressure?
Yeah, I don't think Dignitas were expecting this contest to come through. Huhi's already creating a little bit of space, and River's gonna jump in.
I mean, it's still 2k HP, but if you jump in, you're gonna get point-and-click stunned by an Annie, and yeah, I'm not sure.
First to the objective yet again, but Golden Guardians not looking to give it over for free. Arma already walking towards the mid lane. Potentially be here for a fight, but Licorice has the teleport and again is getting extra gold on the bottom side.
Looks like Golden Guardians say, Licorice, it's time for you to play the game with us. Teleport is here. 4,000 HP on the Rift Herald. Gory steps up, looks for a stun, but the cage blocks in River. But Licorice can just go right through because he's unstoppable. Licorice prevents him from getting the decimating smash off. 1,300 HP. Who gets it? I think Golden Guardians were able to siphon away with Gory's W. But River forced to pop the Lance Respect. And now all 5 members of Golden Guardians are still alive. Massive burst on the other side of Dignitas, but no one is going down. And it looks like Dignitas still get to walk away.
Wow, nobody dying at all. Golden Guardians, though, they still have tempo on the map. They're still going to try and get a little bit more control. And with 40 seconds...
And Dignitas, we did see that it was actually Santorin that clutched out the Rift Herald for themselves. So they're going to have a little bit of extra pushing power. It'll depend on him on where he decides... Oh, but he knows that Gory still doesn't have flash. Right on top of the cage. Stunned for 10 billion years and no way out of that one.
And Santorin and Jensen, the two guys coming back together, finding even more. The Rift Herald's going to pay off. Golden Guardians spend too much time on the map.
Throwback team comp.
True.
Oh, that is kind of a throwback. this one's a banger. I love the new profile picture.
Look at Licorice. We're not done.
Yeah. Well, Licorice is going to walk into the pit uncontested. 3,000 HP. River now gets to walk up, and Dignitas have to forfeit the dragon unless Santorin can pull off a miracle. But he's giving it up. He doesn't want to risk it. Second dragon for Golden Guardians. I think Licorice hasn't been able to... whoa, what happened here? I mean, they knew that Ignar's flash was down, and I guess Ignar went too far forward thinking that he had control of the river area, but that's... I mean, that's easy pickings for the side of Golden Guardians, and they'll take that gladly.
Yeah, to get their lane assignments where they actually want them to be. You see that Stixxay and Huhi farming the mid lane. Tomo is not going to be there just quite yet, and Jensen loses a couple minions off on the previous wave, and now Santorin needs to try and make this play happen because they weren't at the lanes first. Look at this rotation.
And Santorin thinks that I got Jensen in my back pocket, but they're going to get collapsed on right here by Stixxay and Huhi, and now Santorin is forced to retreat afterwards. He's going to get out more than likely unless they continue the dive, and Santorin has to give up the tower as well. No one is really doing anything, just fishing for skill shots. The scout of the week goes wide. Cage also goes wide. Golden Guardians, but now look at Santorin approaching from the left side, making it slow. It's only 7,000 HP, so he's got plenty of time to look for the backline. Stixxay would be the prime target if he gets in range. Breaker right on top of him. Is He's gonna look for cease and desist on River that gets the flash out. Cage not right on top of it though. And Tomo is down in the back line, but that forces River to pop the lens respite. Tomo has to keep his distance. Jensen's already popped Licorice. Tomo cannot contribute any more damage, but the lens respite has been burned. Dignitas, do they feel confident about taking this one? But Santorin and Ignore low. Ignore's gone. The tongue takes him out. Golden Guardians now have regained control. Jensen now trapped in the pit. He still has flash, but he's maintaining. But Armin is teleporting right out back. Maybe Dignitas can swing this one around. Armin stays in the back line. Tomo flashing forward. 6-8 trying to fight right on back. The AoE Rock is doing all the damage to the cage. The only thing that keeps him in there. Armin combo pulls him in with the all-out through the cage stun, but he trades it right on back. And now Jensen goes golden. River forced to go back. So many low HP members, but it's only him and Huhi, and they can't get the range. And this will dive on the wall, and we're still fighting, baby. Licorice to teleport. Jensen, and he just goes unstoppable with the ultimate to go right over. Flashing on top of Tomo says, sit down, boy. That's my kill.
It's even over. We're still going over here. Santorin.
He's sneaking
His
it.
team is all dead. He's the one who's actually starting to take the dragon.
This is incredible Solid Snake mission Tori right here. Golden Guardians have no idea. Imagine after all that fighting that Golden Guardians did.
Here comes Licorice.
They know that Licorice is around. Ignor's trying to stop him. He has no idea. He has no idea. He finally sees it. 2,000 HP, but Santorin has smite. He should be able to secure it. Just one Murano. Easy clap, baby. Dignitas, take the dragon.
Let's go. Secret Agent Santorin.
Touch him down.
No, that was Aerie. Okay, it was Aerie still coming through, but you don't get kills like that very often. That's a big shutdown. It's in the perfect place. Golden Guardians starting up this Baron right now, and Licorice, the big linebacker, trying to make sure nobody can get in.
And Jensen, it would be so hard. He has a cage, but he doesn't have flash, so he can't brute force his way in. Maybe Armin can. They're trying to burn down the tank, and Golden Guardians say it's time to turn and look for more damage onto the line of Dignitas, but they don't get realistically anything off of it. Dignitas win that exchange.
Yeah, but Golden Guardians are going right on back. Licorice did some gatekeeping before. We need a bit more girl balancing for him to do anything, and already Dignitas, I mean, Jensen's not coming over. He tries to tap the wave, but this is already down to half.
5,000 HP, 4,000 HP, 3,000, 2,000. Golden Guardians should be able to secure it, but he all-outs River over the wall! And 6-8 still secures the Baron. Now Golden Guardians just need to run and get out of there, but Ignar is going to look to cut them off. Golden Guardians are going to now have to depend on their front line to guarantee their carries, get the bail out they need. Dignitas still on the hump. They have a couple of towers, and they should be safe under the tower, but they're going to maybe look for the dive. I mean, this would be really difficult.
This is desperate. This is oh no, they're going to try to stop him.
He stopped one.
Jensen!
All 5 members have to recall together. Leave no man left behind.
Fight! Oh, no! I'm with you guys. I was hoping for it too. All right, again, you know, if we're getting another grade out, Licorice a little bit slow. That might be a whole turret actually going down. It's already down to half. I mean, Licorice will have to ult if he wants to try and keep this healthy. The rest of his team already starting up the dragon. They have so much vision control that there is nothing that Dignitas can come to do to deal with that. But it looks like they are going to trade at least one structure for it. So, I mean, that's 2 kills effectively going over to Armor at this point. He's got to actually avoids that one. And hey, I've seen this before.
Well, Licorice got chunked out again. Not this time, but it's still a solid.
Yeah.
4th of his HP.
Yeah, I mean, and Jensen, I mean, he's slowly stacking up all this time. He does have infinite dollars he can get, where Syndra only has a limited number that you can build up.
Next dragon is going to be Golden Guardian Soul. Under 1.5 minutes. Dignitas just fishing for damage on the Licorice, trying to just chunk him out so that they can look to regain control of this mid-wave and river.
Yeah, one of the things that we haven't really talked about, but we've seen over and over, is when Jinxes in particular in these long, drawn-out fights, they burn mana. And mana is one of the big things that Jinx needs as an AD carry that a lot of others don't. You need to make sure you're okay to have the mana for the big fight immediately afterwards. And Golden Guardian, by sitting in this in ARAM for so long, 6-8's down to half already, and here's the engage.
Licorice is looking for the unstoppable force. Arma body blocks it so that Ignar without Raptors gets blocked up. Cease and desist onto the backline, but River and Corey, huge Unleashed on onto the backline, looks for the unleashed power, but Santorin goes golden. Arminis isolates Licorice over the wall. No tank for Golden Guardian. The Lamb's Respite keeps the rest of the members alive, but they don't have a front line anymore for Golden Guardian, so they have to retreat, and Dragon is coming up in 25 seconds.
Oh my god, another force double ultimate from Huhi and River. Tomo moves his way over here, and Golden Guardians don't have a response.
Unless...
Or do they?
They cleared out the vision. Dignitas have to know. They have to have a suspicion that Golden Guard is going to look for this flip. Tomo is trying to burn down Dragon as fast as he can. We'll see how fast Dignitas want to call him over. Santorin, it's up to you, but you know what? Golden Guardians respect the potential for a 50-50 smite, and they still lose the Dragon to Dignitas. Just trying to keep Santorin peeled away from the rest of his team. Marking him as Licorice gets locked in the cage once again. Arma taking a lot of damage from the back end because Stixxay is free, hitting onto the tank and no reuse. Ignore gets eliminated by Gory with the unleashed power. Tomo now onto the back line. Shield bow forced out. Death Rocket lands right and true. And that's the big carry gone for the side of Dignitas. Jensen's the only one left. And he takes out River, and there's no jungler anymore. And so the Baron is still on the table for Dignitas.
Potentially getting hit by all of these stuns coming out from Jensen. But now you gotta try and create some space. 20 seconds left before the Dragon. Both teams playing for Soul.
Taking it like a champ. Licorice doing his job. Santorin constantly looking for these flanks on the right side where Golden Guardians might not suspect it. But they've been diligently marking him whenever he wants for it. Ballbreaker flash to get in range right on top of Stixxay. But the Lamb's Respite keeps him alive. But now they have to stand the sun. Huge knockup from Arma. And the all-out. He finds both marksman carries of Golden Guardians. Arma being able to clutch out the biggest play that Dignitas need. And if they take out 5, that could be game.
This could be game. They're all right here. They have a wave. There is nobody left on Golden Guardians at all. After 10, 15 minutes of an A-Rap coming through, Dignitas, the 10th place team, deny Golden Guardians dream of third.
It is the day of upsets, Josh, and it continues unsurprising. Dignitas will not go down without one more victory to add to their tally. Dignitas take down Golden Guardians.
Wow, what a way to do it, too. It just felt like they kept poking and prodding and poking and prodding, and eventually there's a slip-up coming through for Golden Guardians. They were not able to coordinate the Tahm Kench ultimate and the Kindred ultimate. Dignitas, it was a very scrappy game, but for a team that has nothing left to play for, that's exactly what you're looking for.
There's no other support that plays and sees the game the way that Busio sees the game, and the growth that they have experienced together has been probably one of the most awesome things to see unravel for this 100th Thieves squad.
I mean, you say that is true. Double has said all of that, but my favorite memory...
Pressure for a dive on the bottom side of the map. Fleshy and Tactical are in big trouble right now.
They are in a world of hurt, right? Getting all 3 levels off of those 3 cams does mean that there is a big potential dive, and Tenacity can die, and he still contributes.
I mean, if Immortals want to prevent this dive, they should have teleported at least Revenge or Balulu earlier, but they're just eating this one. They're just going to make the best what they can do. And 100 Thieves pull out a damn good height. Only losing Tenacity, but it's a double for double lift. Burn either. Closer's going to be sticking around, seeing if Immortals will still bite.
Yeah, Tactical. Got to be careful of a potential hook coming through. It looks like he's daring him. Busio, I dare you to hook me.
Oh, and he dodges the hook. He just steps forward. Busio wasn't expecting that. The Ballbreaker flash from Kenvi, aggressively stepping on forward. They clean up the kill. Flashy dodges the sap. And now 100 Thieves don't get anything off that play.
And Immortals have fired right on back.
Maybe they'll look for the Dragon, and that is the result of it.
Yeah, I mean, 100 Thieves, because IMT were too low. Fleshy does have to leave. Kenvi chooses to back away, not going to be able to contest for this Dragon. It's a little bit later than what we were seeing in our previous series, our previous game of Dignitas versus Golden Guardians, but still, 100 Thieves going to be grabbing things up, and suddenly, this game is very, very interesting, right? We were already looking at how our 280 carries were going to be able to perform. Doublelift with that double kill. And Doublelift is cut out, right? It is so hard for Doublelift to actually try and join this fight. The team needs to create some safety for him, and so Busio comes up, says, hey, come here, my child. We are ready to go on over to the Rift Herald, and now IMT forced into a front-to-back style team fight. They just go!
Fleshy flash into the grand entrance. Pierce installs him with a great timber stun, and that stops Immortal's attempt to look for the pick. Closer following up beautifully with the Cyclone. Stops anything that Immortals were looking for.
Fleshy, only level 5, doesn't have the quickness, cannot actually lock up any of these 100 Thieves members. That's another kill going over to Doublelift, a kill going over to Tenacity, bring him back to a much more even position. But Doublelift, we asked, was he going to be able to survive the dive? That answer was absolutely yes. There was no real threat coming through from IMT. They give over this Rift Herald. But the game is still relatively even, Mark. It's not as though the game has suddenly been blown open. There's still a lot of tools for IMT to try and fight back. You just got to make sure you land some of that crowd.
To start up the Dragon, And the control ward will give a brief bit of vision on this pit before 100 Thieves now lose sight of
Good
it.
Rift Herald.
But the Rift Herald is now going to force Immortals to say, hey, do you want to lose your tower, or do you actually want to fight us over this Dragon Pit? And Immortals are staying committed. Balulu on the right flank, looking for double lift. Cease and desist and flash, and that's the combo we were talking about! Balulu and Kenvi syncing up to take out double lift, but now Immortals have to deal with the rest of 100 Thieves. Kenvi's still alive, but cannot survive as Bjergsen takes him down with one last Fire Blast.
I mean, that's exactly kind of what we were looking at from some of these fights. Both AD carries just forgotten about, right? Just left behind. And now 100 Thieves, because they still have Annie in the back pocket, who still just has his Tibbers, who is wailing away the entire time. They walk away with an extra member, and we have to remember, Closer also getting 2 effective kills by dropping the Rift Herald down in the bottom lane. That's effectively a 4-for-1 coming through 400 Thieves. They also walk away with the Dragon. They're now 2 to the soul.
Now you have to adapt to the rest of the pool, the rest of your competition, and you need to have your ego bruised a little bit. And I think that is one of the things that Tenacity has taken in great stride over this regular season, as he has gone from trying to go tech.
Okay.
Can't do that, Balulu.
Well, that's an ult missing. Couple seconds before the Dragon actually spawns. Fleshy is trying to find a deep flank, but Balulu's not going to be able to join in on the rest of the dive. Let's be real, Ari is not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to this front line. He's not going to do a whole lot to Sion.
Nope. Now Revenge is postured for a flank.
Oh, they go.
And cease and desist flash once again. All piled
He's
down.
alive.
But Busio keeps him alive. And a flash over the wall. Now he can still contribute damage over safely thanks to Busio saving his AD carry. And Immortals are now floundered. They are scattered multiple directions, and 100 Thieves deal with them super easily.
Honestly, the way that we were expecting these fights to go, so crucial. Balulu not there, doesn't have the ult, doesn't have that little bit of extra damage to take down double. Then Busio, the instant flash over the wall, it's like, don't worry guys, I got this. Make sure you come over to me. And just as we were looking at with Tactical getting caught a little bit earlier, right? Double is like, I don't need to contribute to this fight. I just need to not die. Let me back up. There's no way I'm actually going to go down. And this wall.
Do they know? They take out the blast cone. Oh, Kenvi once again flash on the double lift. It's a 2-pronged flank. Both Fleshy and Balulu synced up, but can they deal with the rest of the fight? Tactical's still alive. Balulu's getting reset. He finds one more. And Tenacity is the only person that can take him down alongside Closer. But just like that, they think that if we can take out double, if we can win the fight, 100 Thieves say, bro, we still have Bjergsen, we still have Closer, we still have Tenacity, and we still win this fight.
Yeah, and it's yet again another spot. They do exactly what they're supposed to. They're supposed to try and take down the AD carry, and they do. Balulu and Kenvi once again syncing up exactly how you're supposed to. That's going to be Chemtech's soul going through. A lot of MVP implications still on the line for that one, but as these wards do get cleared out, 100 Thieves gonna start thinking about the Baron, trying to find a way to end the game, because there is the scaling threat. He's on your screen, Revenge. Best vlog content, but not the best performance so far this game.
He's trying his best. Revenge with the Cosmic Drive second item online. Maybe he can get a third item with the recent Golden Spike, but Kenvi cannot get in range. Baron is secured by 100 Thieves, and Kenvi takes the one-way trip as a last-ditch effort, but it's all for naught. The Baron is secured by 100 Thieves, and now they have pretty much all the tools they need to close out this game.
Knows where Fleshy is already, has that in that Gigabrain computer, and they just go forward.
Damn, Balulu is gone. And full-on elimination from 100 Thieves, and they're going to look to take out members one by one. They look for Double It, but it's only a grand entrance. No damage behind that one. Double It now gets to flash forward and clean up every last member of Immortals off of his screen. He's going to take out the towers, and 100 Thieves will now move up to play in a tiebreaker for third.
The game ends like it starts, Mark. Double Lift gets a double kill, finds another opportunity to come through, and honestly, great stuff. Great plan coming in from 100 Thieves. They understood the game plan.
One spot going into playoffs, kings of the regular season. MVP definitely still undecided for many voters and fans. Blabber, Fudge, Berserker, all Cloud9 candidates. Spica, Prince, also making strong cases. Recency bias shouldn't be everything, but honestly, a lot of people are going to be swung by this game, I think.
I was just about to say, nothing like a last game late at night on a Friday to be had over on the bot side, even with Spica's presence. All the while, Blabber making his way towards top. Fudge going in for the stun, gets lots of damage and first blood. Good. Cloud9 making that play happen.
And slipping through. With the bottom side push on the minions, though, they can just rotate right over to Dragon. 5.5 minutes in, get that stacking.
Yeah, nice and early. There was that early control that was thrown down from the FlyQuest side, but now Cloud9 collapsing upon it to take overall control of this area. Prince and Ayla in the vicinity, taking out a control on their own. Vikla posing a potential collapse, but the Dragon is good for Cloud9. The root, the pull-in, the stun-up, and more support eliminated for Cloud9 in favor of themselves. What a blast across the riverside.
Been struggling a little bit, throwing him on Thresh with Prince's Aphelios. Very comfortable for that bottom lane. And even on the side of C9, we know how aggressive M&S wants to try and play in lane, so the Jace does make sense. I really love the teams really giving their best shot in this match for first.
All right, this is a classic one. Spica goes over. Jungle helps mid lane push out. They have mid lane priority, rotate over to the Rift Herald, and that means with all this vision, Blabber trying to make a play on bottom side. Maybe they go for a dive. There is a stacked up wave here. Berserker gonna try and get, oh, it's red-white guns,
I think they're gonna lose the wave.
Red-white guns is so scary.
Red-white fight, right? Is that the say?
Oh.
Chuck.
Vikla marked down pretty low. Unstoppable force coming from Impact.
That was actually technically a solo bolo as well.
All right here, the dive is good. Then gets
Red,
one
white,
lock
don't
with their
fight.
teleport in response. A good blast onto Sven, goes down. The charm attempted, but Blabber making sure to avoid as much as possible. A good hook, a good kill. Vikla with the credit.
There's Ayla waking up, finds a nice one, snags Blabber, gets the double buffs over here for Vikla.
Through the river.
Berserker having double sums is critical here. Berserker with flash and plant.
Another hook!
Oh, the follow-up is good. Sven
Got him!
again targeted, eliminated. FlyQuest with the follow-up. Vikla ulting his little heart out to try and get some action onto remaining Cloud9 members, but Spica being marked down to 50%, still has the protection of his team.
Another massive hook there by Ayla. It was a very difficult Dragon for Cloud9 to retake. I think they feel the pressure to try and stack Dragons early, but that was just not the time to move in.
Blabber's still around, trying to decide.
He's really
who
going
wants
for
to-
this.
Yeah, it was
What is M&S's plan here?
going in, whirling death from the downtown. Charm attempted, another taken away. M&S to fall. Blabber wants to get the response onto Vikla before he himself falls to the dagger of FlyQuest, but another hook, another follow-up, another flash forward. Spica going in for it, gets the kill. The aggression being rewarded. It's just a slap back and forth between these teams. Fudge getting his time to shine in the sun, but what was happening there?
Berserker
More
also
fights.
giving up on the kill.
More fight and going at it again. Blabber, the subject of Spica's gaze, and the rest of the team is here to follow up. A menace from over the wall wants to get some of these shots left.
Oh,
Land,
Spica, goodbye.
going in. Ayla lands the death sentence, follows up the box, thrown down for the action. Shelly still getting that charge onto Berserker. Plays it out. Berserker wants to throw down the whirling death, gets the double kill. What you want to see from your Raven? Can he make it happen? Oh, with the big run! Lead on top for Cloud9!
Berserker wants that MVP! Oh my god! And you really start to see it. Everybody's going to be keeping track really heavily of his summoner spells as well, with obvious giant gold bounty on the back of Berserker. He is the Cloud9 advantage. He is more than the Cloud9 advantage just himself. So C9, if they fight away from Berserker, that's an L.
Yeah,
they
and-
have to fight around him.
And they do have tools to keep him alive. He has his own cleanse, which is going to be off cooldown as of fights. I think the previous fights with how far behind he's been, a lot of it has had to be Vikla, Spica, Impact. But now with the Infinity Edge, he's going to be able to do stuff.
That and
Nice.
more now.
Oh,
Impact,
so
all
good.
three new Fudge was here. Blabber as well. Good play to make it work for Cloud9.
Baron?
Look at the cross map. though.
Baron?
It's already
There.
gone. That is red, white guns. And that Infinity Edge you mentioned, red, white guns melt the Baron. Actually, just white, green melts the Baron. They get a tower, they get a pick for Cloud9. They're gonna get 2 towers, in fact.
Point with Dragon up in 30 seconds. It's a logical play for Blabber to make that kill down bottom lane, but FlyQuest just sends everyone for Baron and they sneak it.
Even getting Baron, though, with Cloud9 picking up Dragon plus 2 turrets plus a kill, I actually
the
like
gold is
more. We'll see what FlyQuest can get with this Baron. But Jack,
going to come down to this next Drake fight, but they're so active, a wipe could happen at any moment.
Oh, the knockback, of
That was quick
course.
up and down.
Yeah, that was a very
What?
quick response from Blabber, but
got
FlyQuest
him.
still in
They got him.
pursuit. Eventually complete the goal at hand. Bigla isolating
Charge.
onto MNS. Another death into his pocket, stacking up on the day. Now just a little bit longer until all ults are available for both
Folks
teams.
doing all right.
Yeah, when you layer it up like that a little bit.
that one looked good. That one looked
That
good.
would look fun.
Gets him where he's effectively has to be pushed off when Ayla's one of the ones you're looking to have that protective capability. So can Cloud9 capitalize upon that? They're going
Oh my
for the
God, the
tank right in the
damage!
front.
4 Doms.
That did not take them long to burn down. Impact of Whirling Death for the double kill. Berserker ready to pop off so they can get this dragon right here, even with the charm being eaten by one. We could go in, but cannot credit. Blabber secures the dragon, getting the soul. Moonlight Vigil dishing out a decent amount of damage, but nothing to be followed up upon yet. Vikla looking to get some kind of kill for the reprieve
They
of what
want
just
out,
happened.
Prince.
But Cloud9
He has flash.
on the retreat. They do manage to disengage here. What a play for them to make sure they took that dragon and were stacking them. All right.
If you come at
Punishing.
the king, you best not miss. Blabber dodges a charm, hits the cocoon.
That Sven had enhanced the damage they could do to Scion there, so Berserker hit him for even more. Now they're going for Baron.
Got movement to the Baron side and lots used on Fudge, but Fudge does not mind eating up these hooks and more. Cloud9 secure the Baron, trying to turn the fight onto
He's so
FlyQuest. A follow-up hook in response, but in the end, Berserker still popping off, getting the work done for the team
it?
with a triple kill. Is he going for more? What a moment for Cloud9 to explore the potential that Berserker has proven again and again on this Draven.
Statement game for Berserker and Cloud9 here. Try to end it.
Oh, sacrificing the life of Fudge, but Cloud9 feeling confident in their push across this mid lane, taking the inhibitor. It is a lone support standing for FlyQuest and 2 turrets ready to collapse. Cloud9 looking so good throughout the season, even after faltering a little bit, prove why they're the #1 seed.
Something the top of the screen doesn't tell you, concentrated gold on a carry is so much more valuable.
They've been on fire. So it's proving a lot of people wrong, including that one guy on Reddit that says something about a paper of the 100 Thieves players. For you people out there, you can investigate on your own on that one, but he's going to be regretting his words on that one.
There's always a guy on Reddit.
Hey.
Areas in which they want to improve, the same way that 100 Thieves was isolating their early game when they made that big turnaround, then I have confidence that they'll be able to have something coming into playoffs, as the play up top is what we're seeing as the first focus for Closer, which ushers the flash away from Someday.
There's a punish right there from Someday, so no flash there, and he was already behind to start. So this Scion is really set up to succeed. No!
Oh, flash for flash and cleanse and all. First blood granted to FBI in the bot lane. True focus on Dragon just yet. A lot of it has been on trying to get vision. It's another play, another response, and coming through with the Lantern, keeping up the pressure from this Evil Genius's bot side. Busio is low. The hail here for the burn is good. Jojo with the Weaver's Wall to flash under the turret, maintains the kill. The tower shot's gonna take him out though.
Got him.
Busio, one last hit from FBI, and lots of blood drawn over on the bot side. FBI's pressure in the lane for the kills, but over on the top side, Someday now the subject of more attention from Closer. Again, a flash forward to get it. Closer with the kill. Very rewarded for the return pressure after getting that flash previously.
Yeah, it's nice for Closer to be getting something on the top side, but this is just bad for hundreds.
Oh, and Inspired's in for the play, flashing on again, double it. looking for the shots onto Vulcan, but completely zoned off. FBI racking up the kills. 3 in the pocket already.
Yeah.
Happened of years past, or others that had that notoriety in a different way. And now seeing him in this shining light on an even more emphasized level, getting those props from other players. I love to see the attention shown to somebody who has deserved all the recognition through his level of play. As a Rift Herald, though, response by 100 Thieves right now, though, to alleviate some of the pressure that was previously granted.
Yeah, I think EG could fight for this, but they move to have Someday pick up some gold, a little bit of gold in his pockets to make that reality you're talking about, him being in a position to find picks for his team, a positive. So let's see, seems FBI is moving mid lane, so they do want to fight for this, but I think they're a bit late.
EG making the wraparound. Closer sticking to that dragon as closely as possible means it will be picked up for 100 Thieves.
Is going to be caught on Thresh here, so good on Doublets and Bucio to catch this. Oh, unless if they get canceled.
Channeling coming through, and you can see Doubleth and Bucio saw the blue lines coming forth, the box thrown down. Bucio wanting to make sure he keeps EG at bay as long as possible, giving his life on over, using the heal in the process. EG get the pick they're looking for.
For Rift Herald. But you can kind of see if you're looking at the mini-map here that Evil Geniuses do want to deny this. They're in mid lane trying to fight for mid lane control so they can hover. This might be another case of them just being too late.
Again, yes, that full movement forward, but a little offset with that timing, whether it was the objective they were looking to contest or the fight afterwards. EG aren't able to find the window that they're looking for. 12 seconds until the dragon spawns as well. No vision having been positioned from either team just yet.
There's an engage happening between Tenacity and Someday. 100 Thieves are gonna support them, but Someday is gonna be fine. This is, unless...
That's what you're looking for, any kind of brew. Knocking in and knocking up. Closer, the kill onto JoJo. Inspire flashing over the wall, and FBI also on the retreat. The death sentence is good onto Someday. Knows that this ain't it for him getting out. Triple kill for Closer. The Viego pop-offs, we've seen it before from Closer. Well,
But no, 100 Thieves take another great engage. And now that's going to be second dragon for them. When they were behind for a good majority of the game, now they have a near 2K goal lead and second dragon in the pocket.
multiple call-outs across the social media spheres for Closers.
It's the team fighting that has been good for them. Something that they've been struggling with all split long has been working, but here's another skirmish.
Closer trying to get another kill to make that 5, and Bucio going for the knock-up as he has done again and again to set up the plays, but Someday is here to stay. The Weaver's Wall for the separation, the root and the kill, and the stasis from JoJo. Vulcan goes down. 100 Thieves wanted to come out on top of the fight again, but double it marked down low. Someday isolating him off, and now Inspired and Someday are on the retreat. So despite the defeat of the bot lane of 100 Thieves, they still have the 2-for-3 trade coming out on top.
Yeah, and I mean, Bucio stayed alive for so long.
Going for it on Someday some more. Flashing away. You can see that double back for a second from Inspired, wondering if he has to get back into it. But now
Inspired is confident.
fast movement from Inspired. Wants to find the angle from the riverside.
TP from JoJo.
Got JoJo coming on in. No ult for the separation, but does still some knock. The flash from Bjergsen. Root onto JoJo. And Closer coming from way downtown with the rest of the squad. JoJo and Someday can't find a lantern to get them where they need to go, but coming on through as Tenacity starts to frontline for everyone else. Bucio, you have to be so careful when he comes in with that battle dance, because the lockdowns that you get, the setup to follow. Someday coming to get so low, and there's the unstoppable work of Closer coming on in with a Heartbreaker and beyond. Entire time where Varus has had the most gold, that Immortal Shield, while not enough in the last fight, still offers a bit of that protection as 100 Thieves take the dragon now.
So the Closer part reminds me of seasons past, where the moment you start hearing playoffs come into
Inspired, setting his body between JoJo and the rest of the team. They've got plenty of resources available to them. A death sentence onto Bucio, a knockback, a stun, have to get on out of there. So now one of the main points of engage for 100 Thieves has already been expelled.
Yeah, clear dangers running into a choke point there. Evil Geniuses punish them, and maybe they can get a mid turret for their troubles there.
Oh, the lockup on 16 Tenacity. A play from over the wall, and Evil Genius
Got him.
to pursue. Got the long downtown pull in from Vulcan, but all the while a separation from Doublelift. Has to flash to get on out. Bjergsen picking up the kill onto Vulcan. Closer, he's looking for the backline onto Jojo, but Jojo goes into the jungle side. Inspired, flashing over the wall. Now Someday brought down low, but can still make the stand alongside the rest of the team. FBI channeling up a Q to see who he can find, but no cigar. Just a support killed off from Vulcan.
Lucio out of that spot. It's actually going to be Bjergsen who's going to be in a creative spot. He is caught out and pushed away.
The shove from Jojo. So ultimate coming through from Bjergsen to keep himself in it. 100 Thieves have to turn away from the Baron. They lose their mid laner, and now they're running into the blue side of the map. A good play onto Tenacity. That's still a lot of HP to burn through. And Closer, using the Heartbreaker, ends up getting shut down by Someday. Doublelift with the response, though. 2-for-1 trade so far as Tenacity isolated from the rest. Double kill for the Evil Geniuses top laner.
And FBI being alive means that's Baron for Evil Geniuses. That crucial mistake from Bjergsen, not getting out of there when he's control warded out, made it so that was just an easy fight for Evil Geniuses. You'll see on the replay, if we end up getting one, that Doublelift just could not hit too short range in a pretty tough position to even hit. All he was touching was Sejuani there. So.
Seeing if they can break into what 100 Thieves was building up as such a gold advantage and such control over on this bot side objective, and we're in that soul territory, baby. 100 Thieves clustered up.
Important points to take out is that Doublelift, Bjergsen, and FBI, no flashes here, so it's going to be difficult. They have to be really careful with their positioning. See Sion and Kaisa coming in from the flank.
Some flashes available for the opposition, Jojo and Vulcan being one of them. Evil Geniuses surround this dragon and burn it down. 100 Thieves can't afford to give one up, but this breaks into the stride of...
Things to look out for. Closer has stopwatch, Someday has stopwatch. They're going to be a little bit more willing to take the fights. Bucio's coming in from a flank and getting stopped.
Got teleport on Bucio here onto Someday, who's now been separated. Closer going into stasis. Aru onto Tenacity, but Vulcan has fallen alongside FBI. Inspired soon as well. A little bit of a shove from Jojo, but it's after the rest of the team has already been dismantled. So Someday and Jojo on the retreat from 100 Thieves. Doublelift getting so chunked, but it doesn't matter. He's the one with the numbers advantage for his squad now. Weaver's Wall used here for the exit as 100 Thieves can secure the soul.
Yeah, I really want to see that fight one more time. My eyes were on Bucio because he was the one that was looking to start the fight. It was Closer that was getting picked out.
With the Ocean Soul under them, giving them that much more sustainability in the fights against Evil Geniuses. Vulcan has now respawned. Jojo and Someday sticking on the map, stepping up to the Baron, seeing if they can make a play. A stun onto Bjergsen in the back of the pit, but a secure of the Baron by 100 Thieves. Vulcan coming over the wall for support, but 100 Thieves don't have any need to go further than just taking the Baron. To ensure that 100 Thieves can gain control on the right. Advantage opened. Tenacity now getting some of the slam down, but Someday fall low. Lantern come out to pull one. A charm onto do. Bucio going to the back line. The response of the box. Bucio does fall, but there's no top laner for Evil Geniuses. Closer looking to stack them on up. Doublelift getting the kill for himself. It's 100 Thieves out on top. It's 100 Thieves with the ace against EG.
Team fight after team fight, 100 Thieves have just been destroying Evil Geniuses, and it starts with Tenacity and Bucio starting that fight up and ends with Doublelift taking them down. That will mean 100 Thieves move on, going up against CLG, and that's Evil Geniuses now stuck bottom bracket.
A sigh of relief from Doublelift. And the members of 100 Thieves disappointed us in their recent matches.
They haven't. And both of these teams did not expect to be fighting for third today. So a lot of the line, both teams quite surprising, but surprising the fans out here today.
As a reminder,
He's going to be looking for Scuttle if nothing comes of it. Here we go, though.
Bjergsen looking for the play onto Palafox, the root, and a knock back. Bjergsen falling low, but those junglers are here for the help. Flash over the wall by Bjergsen. Trying to look for an escape for Contracts, but Closer getting the last slam. First blood, jungler on jungler.
Yeah.
Players like Poom and Contracts, and Contracts being such a leading force in the early game, not just as the jungler, but just as a personality for this team, as the Dragon's being focused by 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and take a look at that. It's because it's Tenacity making the long run from base and TPing, just securing the Drake. That's going to be the first Drake for 100 Thieves. And it just is quite hilarious how much Tenacity is willing to give so the team can get the larger objectives front to back. Good trade up here for CLG to go for Rift Herald now.
Focusing there, Closer just remaining in his jungle for now. And Bjergsen sweeping all the way through. Bjergsen and Closer currently at the top of the gold charts and looking to make some faces at Contracts, and Dokla, though, getting a little scared off by the 100 Thieves presence.
Yeah, they're slow contesting here, but this is just going to be CLG. Kai'Sa, Nautilus way too far back in base, and it was Rakan that made the move first, so TP as soon as possible. But that's the window for 100 Thieves, going for their second Drake of the game.
Starting it up, Poom remaining in river, Contracts, Blast Cone positioning to make that entrance into the pit, and has some of the poking potential of Luger. A flash and a blast out of the explosive cast, and the root right in the middle of it all. Poom goes down, but it's the kill for kill, taking out the enemy jungler. Palafox has come through on the Weaver's wall. A nice knock onto Brucio, who has to get on out of there, but Luger did get that kill onto Closer. And seeing if he can support Contracts and Poom in their control over the jungle.
Ooh. Chunk of damage on Closer there. I think right now off the buys, CLG is in a really good spot. TP should come in if they want to fight for this. They are moving for it. Luger was able to buy Shield Bow for this fight, so I want to see how they get this one done.
Yeah, Poom got locked there by Bucio, so 100 Thieves off of that engage managed to pop the support.
That one. Felt like CLG should have fought for it just because they were in a better spot, but Dokla wanted to stay, maybe get a little bit more bot side. He is getting collapsed on, but I think he should be fine. Oh no.
There's lots more here for the party. Dokla, flash away, ult already expelled. Getting lots of hits onto double up though, getting out one more, no! So close though. Upon the river positioning, Dragon coming up, 100 Thieves here for the party, and Poom wants to find the angle, goes in for a knock-up onto Tenacity. Weaver's wall for the separation.
Oh man.
The hit back, and suddenly your tank ain't no more for 100 Thieves. Charm onto Bucio, but Contracts eliminated. The burn is good. Luger over the wall, pops the Nautilus, but still all the while, Palafox keeping his focus onto Closer. 2 for 3 trade thus far. 100 Thieves getting the numbers advantage. You are looking at how close some of those moments in those fights have been. It's only 1 kill differential, maybe 2, and really just has depended on who's in the best position to try and take some fights like this one right in the jungle. Dokla, burn, 100 Thieves.
I don't know. I don't think he was trying to just go for red. Maybe he was trying to contest it so he can keep up, and then at some point CLG can help him out, the rest of the team, but this is snowballing.
Oh, the stun, they move right past that turret. Luger eliminated. Bjergsen coming out of stasis, and 100 can burn down the turret, starting to get even more of these outers so they can match the progression across this map that CLG was originally able to get those outers. Now 100 Thieves making that hit. Getting the clear on Baron side while the Dragon has spawned on bot side as well. So both of the neutral objectives being up means 100 Thieves are deciding where they want to pull that pressure. Dokla continuing to push in the side lanes. 100 Thieves bringing it through. The charm attempt by Poom. Isolation is double it, looking for the kill onto Palafox, but the shielding is good. Bucio, bot, teleport in the center of it all. A channeling from Tenacity to try to get the knock up, but the stun is good. Double it, falling low, but gets a blast onto Palafox before falling himself. Poom looking to help this escalation onto Closer, eventually eliminated, but so low on the HP bars for the remaining members of CLG. It's a 2v2, but a double kill coming in for Bjergsen. All the while, the Baron buff good for 100 Thieves. Bjergsen and Tenacity holding on to that purple.
That was a close fight, and Palafox did the right thing initially, an ulti to fight from 100 Thieves, but a great position that they had to start that fight off.
Off of a call that was within their control. Bucio said, oh, there's an ult coming my way. I'm just gonna go golden for a little bit of time, but now a pick given over towards CLG around this Drake after seeing that fight on the Baron side. 100 Thieves only working with a couple of the buffs after losing multiple members. A charm onto multiple coming on through. CLG want to contest. Closer getting on out of there. Tenacity now followed by all the members of CLG who want to rip through that tank. Popping his passive and rotating back over towards the dragon. In the end, though, Doublelift and Bjergsen. Wave has been as well. And it's just Dokla trying to do what the Yone does to continue creating that back pressure. Palafox going for the play onto one. The charm after the knockdown over, knocked down on Doublelift. CLG taking an opportunity to get a pick for themselves.
Yeah.
Step up into the Baron pit. They were the ones that made the play on the last Baron to usher the attention from CLG that resulted in that scrappy fight of a 3-for-3 kill trade, but still 2 Baron buffs, 400. Teleports coming in from both sides. Weaver Wall here to connect right across and already expiring. Baron still getting hits from 100, still getting the burn down. Dokla into the pit he goes. And 100 Thieves stand off against that. A knock-up onto Closer, but he still remains.
Got it!
Oh my! Coming on in, Contracts with the kill onto the Baron. Oh, look at what they can do against 100 Thieves, who were the ones to first make the call.
Great for 100 Thieves to slow down the DPS on Baron. Oh, they're looking for Palafox.
Closer's going in for it on foul. There's a knockback, and Contracts looking to blast it back though as well. Closer continuing to get separated. Contracts coming out of stasis and into the grave he goes. CLG funneled into the opposite side of the map. Tenacity coming into play, going to wind up on that Q, but the stun and more from Dokla swinging right on back to the back with whom? The one to go down. Multiple members lost from CLG, and a blast back onto Busio under the hail of arrows. He falls. Closer still marked down low, but even with the low HP bars, it's a triple kill for Doublelift. CLG, they get the Baron, but not much more after that.
Yeah, that was the key play we were looking for, but that's a pick on Boom.
Swinging away. Closer setting up for the team. No support now for CLG. A double kill for Doublelift. We have seen this before. 100 Thieves make their way towards the Baron. Last time it was a snag from CLG. This time 100 Thieves secure. Kind of doubting them when a lot were placing them in that 4th, 5th positioning. Then doubting they would make it into playoffs after.
Here comes Sion.
But coming on into the fight, it's Sion. Making the first play, a charm in response, knock up as well, and the lockdown Busio goes in with the dredge line, and the GA being popped currently for Closer to come on out of it. Does have to flash to rejoin the rest of 100 Thieves. Dokla goes down after executing the flash of his own. CLG cannot get a pick onto any member of 100 Thieves just yet.
By the skin of his teeth. It was Dokla that was so close to being able to get the kill on Doublelift. It was wild for me to think that this could have been a 5-game tiebreaker. A pick on towards Contracts, though.
Coming out of stasis, the root and more is still good. Again with the ultimate, Tenacity makes his way towards Palafox. As 100 Thieves make this push across, Bot taking down more turrets. Boom, getting blasted down to 50% HP. A knock-up from Dokla, but not enough damage to be able to find a kill onto any just yet. Luger coming out of golden territory. 100 Thieves want to get the finish off. They take down every member of CLG, usher their way into the base, making such a stand in the last moments of the season, the last tiebreaker of the day, and a victory at that.
And look at 100 Thieves players. You can see it in Closer's eyes. The fight within them to get 3rd seed in playoffs. What a run it has been.